Expert LMS contains an in-depth branch system to allow you to separate your locations out across your company. This video will show you how to create branches, apply various settings, and how to split them up via the regions or hierarchy within your company. To access, click Branches from the menu on the left-hand side of your screen. Branches are generally used in order to determine what locations you have within your company. So, for example, if you were a restaurant company, each of these branches might be a location of one of your restaurants. Branches can be nested within one another in order to split them up in between certain regions or perhaps different brands that your company owns, or even as far as different countries in which you operate. The nesting feature can continue down through multiple levels as well. So, as an example, we have a Birmingham branch here and a Manchester branch, both of which are nested into the England branch. Any user that has access as an admin to the England branch would naturally automatically see Birmingham and Manchester as well. This allows you to create regional managers within your hierarchy. Another way you can group your branches together is to use the area system, which is this column along the third here. Another way in which you can group your branches together is to use the area system, which you can see on the third column here. Again, any particular admin that has access to an entire area will be able to see all of the branches that live within that area in the system too. This allows for multiple ways for you to group your branches together so that the correct users will see the correct members of their team. Let's start now by creating a brand new branch. Click the Create button at the top right hand corner of the screen to bring up the Create New Branch dialog box. The first thing we need to do is name this branch, like so. You can set a limited amount of space available for this branch to use. So for example, if I type 50, this means this branch can hold no more than 50 users. If you leave this branch blank, like so, then it will continue to take space and not have any upper limit. Branches take space on a first come, first served basis from your overall space limit if you have one that applies to your account. If you want to nest this branch within another branch, as described earlier, you can choose that from the parent branch option here. Simply click, and this will list every other branch you have available in your system. Simply type or search and scroll for the one that you're looking for and select it like so. Finally, if you also want to use the area system to group your branches together, select an area from the list again. If an area doesn't exist, you can type it in like so and click Add. You can finally add a short description of a branch too if you wish. Once you're happy with all the various settings you've put in place, simply click Create, and that branch is now ready for use. Remember, the nesting branches can go on as deep as you'd like, 4 levels deep if you like, that's completely up to you. And again, it's very useful if you operate multiple brands or you're operating across multiple territories or even countries. Another way to define your branches is to add what we call a branch tag. This is useful to define sites that have certain characteristics that other branches might not have. Therefore, you might need to apply specific training to users' accounts based on the location that they work in. As an example, if you're a quick service restaurant company that operates multiple sites across a country, but only some of them have, for example, a drive-through, you can add the drive-through tag to that branch so that the users within that location get certain training that other sites like this one don't particularly need. You can add multiple tags to a branch in case it has certain defining characteristics. In order to access the branch tags menu, click branch tags at the top of your screen. And here you can create as many branch tags as you like. As an example, you might be a pub company and some of your sites contain a hotel. We can click Create and we add the name of the tag like so, and a description of it if we need to as well. Click Create. If you want to apply that tag to a branch, find the branch you're looking for, like so, and click it to open it up. From the Edit menu, the pencil at the top right-hand corner of the screen, click here. And now you get the option of tags. Here you can apply the tags that apply to your particular branch and click Update. And they're now displayed underneath in a blue dialog box, like so. From your main branches menu, if you are looking to display branches only with certain tags, you can do so. At the top here, click this blue plus next to the Select Tags option box and just highlight the tags that you're looking for, like so. You can also choose to display your branches using the tree option as well. If you contain a lot of locations and many of them are nested into one another, in order to make it a bit more clear for you to decipher, click Tree at the top of the screen here, and you'll see the full branch hierarchy list, like so, stemming from your company's root level. So, for example, if I was to find my England branch that we mentioned earlier, I can click this plus symbol and it will display any branches nested within. You can click the little settings cog here to bring up, to add a new branch to that area, like so, and create a new branch from this screen too. Finally, if you're using our checklists feature and you have certain lists that can only be operated during a branch's opening hours, you can adjust that from the branch settings screen. Find the branch you're looking for and click to open it up, and then head back to the Edit pencil icon at the top right corner of the screen. And here you've now got the Open Times option. Within this box, you can choose any session, like so, and simply drag it up and down in order to adjust. You can reset back to standard opening hours, which are set in your main company settings area if you need to. And you can even choose which days this particular branch is open and closed as well. Finally, you can also adjust the appearance of the branch, which is the logo that displays in the top corner of the screen. This is especially handy if you are operating branches that are all individually named or under various different brands within your company. Simply select the branch that you're looking for, like so. Head to the pencil icon to edit once again and click the Appearance tab, like so. Here, you can click the logo box and choose a new logo to display in this particular branch. And you can also choose the primary color for the login screen for your users as well, if that company uses specific branding. Finally, any automations that have been set up specifically for a branch will be displayed from the Automations tab. So any courses or checklists or review cycles will be displayed here for anyone that joins this particular branch. You can add automations from this particular screen as well. So for example, anyone that joins the England branch, I'm going to add an automation for them to be added to this particular course, like so. If you have any further questions or you'd like some further support with your branch system, don't forget to contact us on support@expertlms.com.